Not gonna tell me that Chris Brown ain't probably got the hottest Christmas song ever though.
Yeah,
is he held as a GOAT now just because of that movie?
No. Chris Brown's been a GOAT.
On the mistletoe. You tell me when he didn't.
I listen. You say what you want. Chris Brown's been the GOAT, one of the GOATs.
Only when it comes to Christmas music.
Overall, Chris Brown is one of the greatest artists to ever walk this planet. I said what I said.
Really?
Look, so am I wrong? So he's not?
If loving you is wrong, I want to be right.
Yeah, you heard it. It's right.
I'm just trying to make sure his mic ain't right.
These mics let you say anything nowadays.
So episode 23, take 3. Hey man, how's your week been, Bakari?
It was good up until now, though.
Dang.
It was good until.
Hey man, what made it so great? Man?
It's just it was good though. I can't complain. Just getting ready for my final exams.
That's
why he's stressed out. That's why he's on the edge.
I ain't stressed. I'm good out here. I'm
he's
blessed.
Good now.
I'm blessed. Like I said, I'm excited. Like I said, the kids got their money. Oh, shout out to the people that donated to the kids. To the kids' jerseys. We gotta sit there and give a shout out to the peeps.
Thank you.
We did get the money.
Oh, I love it.
And like I said, money was still coming through. So the ones that are still donating, the ones that still want to donate, thank y'all for all y'all doing. Thank y'all for pouring into the community because the kids greatly appreciate it. We got the jerseys ordered. Hopefully it'll be here within the next 2 weeks. When they get here, we will for sure make sure we have a jersey on here to give y'all a look or what it looks like. Hey, Shaq, toss me your yarmulke. Your head so I get to sit on the top of your yarmulke.
Dang.
Hey, I appreciate it. So, like you said before, we was going to drop some names in here. Out of all the people that sat there and donated, I put all the names, as you can see in the paper. I got more.
We trust you, man. We trust you. We trust you. Draw the name.
I just want to let the people know.
Draw the names.
Hey, man.
Draw the names, man.
It's a big hat, ain't it?
You right, though.
It's on the last strap of the snapback.
Y'all laughing, but if y'all put that on y'all's head, y'all gonna fit it just like I do.
Hey, so we're gonna draw the names. I'm gonna have somebody, one of my brethren.
Please draw the names.
I got you, fam.
Don't be rushing me.
I gotta grab it.
Doggone.
All right, and the winner is our guy, Mr. Shane Tritt.
Shane Tritt is the winner. Hey, I gotta learn how to do fireworks whenever I edit. Do the I'm gonna do the fireworks on here. Hey, Shane Tritt is the winner, so therefore we're gonna sit there and make sure that we get a shirt. The first one, I was trying to
put it in the hat, but you moved it.
Let me get my hat.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, Shane's gonna get the first shirt to the Pops and Socks.
We'll hook you up, Shane, because we know you're a faithful listener. I think we got all your Instagram posts. We're all friends with you on Facebook, so we'll also hit you up and get maybe some size details.
Hey, don't rush me, man.
Hey, man. You see the hand?
Dang, the disrespect. This how you know they really brothers out here.
Listen, he gonna ask me to babysit all 10 of his kids one day,
and he said, "I can't."
And he gonna do it too. And he gonna do it in Jesus' name.
He gonna be the one watching
Love your neighbors as you love yourself.
That's right.
He say nothing about his kids though.
You're right. So on a side note, I saw on Facebook, I think we need to make this a new segment, funny or interesting or hilarious things that we saw on social media. And one of my Facebook friends put a status on there and they said, do you change out your Christmas ornaments every year or do you keep them the same?
What madman is changing their ornaments every year?
What
madman? I got the same ornaments since the first day I got the tree
listen,
out here.
You know what I'm saying?
I literally up until last year I had to buy new
Yeah.
ornaments only for the fact because I moved and all my ornaments I was hot got destroyed in my move.
Ooh.
So that's the only matter of fact. I ain't putting my ornaments on that tree. If we could pay into our camera, wait till we get a cameraman. My ornaments are literally sitting.
You look like the Grinch to snatch all your ornaments off.
My ornaments are sitting on my kitchen table as we speak.
Dang.
I ain't putting none of them on yet. But
hey, question:
I'm not
do y'all
buying new-
decorate y'all? Do y'all decorate y'all's tree? Like for me, I don't even decorate my tree no more. Like I let the kids have that.
But is it the
enjoyment.
same
Excitement.
ornaments that you have year in and year
bro,
out?
it's same. I even got some glasses in there too. But yeah,
Wow.
the
You
same.
Gold
still
with
using
glass?
glass ornaments?
Huh?
You still using glass ornaments?
Bro, what kind of
Bakari
cheapos
rich,
y'all?
rich.
What you
I ain't
mean?
rich, but
Oh, you rich,
we
rich.
Bought, okay, so we buy glass ornaments every year.
I feel like
So
they don't
Oh,
even
he rich,
sell-
rich.
They don't even sell glass.
I don't even know where to
ornaments.
buy. I really don't even know where to buy a glass ornaments.
Walmart in the flower section
Nah, brother.
over there in the
You
back.
go,
So
so
you got
you
the plastic player.
No, I got the glass.
straight plastic,
I got
baby.
the glass. I got 8 glass ornaments.
A part of me wants to
sitting
come
on my
break 'em.
ball right now. I mean, sitting on my
The
ball.
hater in me
You
wants
got,
to
you got young kids in your house, man. You can be
he
having
bold.
Let them find out what glass feel like in their foot. Then
that. First of all, we all lived through that. That's a traumatic experience.
man.
Very traumatic. So when it came to my Christmas, I was feeling more of the Christmas spirit a little earlier than normal. I put my tree up a week before Thanksgiving.
Oh, you sick?
Oh my
Why not?
goodness.
If I want to experience the funness and joy thereof of having a Christmas tree up, something about that Christmas time just make you smile, right?
Nah, bro. I've been Grinch most of this season. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Grinch.
I ain't bought the first gift. I ain't bought a pair of socks.
I ain't bought nobody's gift.
I low key. The only reason I put up the Christmas tree, Isaiah reminded me, and he was like, "Dad, we won't put up the tree." I'm like,
Thank you,
All
Isaiah.
right, I guess we'll put it up. So, but I wasn't like, "Oh my gosh,
young.
it's Christmas." So I'm never that person.
Look here, I was
Never. I can't.
like with me. It
It's
took,
alright.
it took a lot of energy from me. I told the kids, I said, if y'all want this tree up, y'all gotta go down to the basement and get it.
What?
Dang.
Look, they got it, and then like I said, they
Put
put
a
it
little-
up.
you put a
But
little
like me,
ivory
like,
downstairs,
I'm
too?
good once we start getting to, because you know with me, if I had to do the Christmas tree, I'm putting on my Mariah
Let it
Carey.
snow.
But
You gotta put on that Boyz
I
II
put
Men.
you got the Boyz II Men
Let
Christmas
it
album.
snow.
I put on Mariah Carey. I put on
Let
Pen
the
and Tonic,
fire blazing,
and then I'll skip over Boyz II Men because I'm.
First, I'll swing on you right,
Right.
now.
You better not say "Let It Snow."
I put that on.
Oh, Bird. Bruh, I know you said you don't like the Boyz II Men Christmas album.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
You said
I'm
you
just saying-
skip it.
I skip it as a sense of I feel like that's more of a song for
Oh
me
my
and my
God.
wife when we sitting on the couch drinking a hot cup of cocoa, watching the Grinch or
All
something.
I want for Christmas, baby. Oh, you like that one?
Not like the Pen and Tonics though.
The what?
The
Pentatonics.
Hey, look
It's
at
the,
that
it's the
Pentatonics,
acapella.
Mr.
Man, we know what
Grinch.
pentatonics is,
That
man.
Mr. Grinch. Oh, that
The
little
fact
drummer
that
boy.
I don't care what
don't
you
care
say.
about
Matter
none
of
of that.
fact, since we
You-
talking about the
you
bop,
skip
what about that
past-
Kids Trap though? We not gonna listen to the Kids Trap. And that Kids Trap that play outside. So we wasn't bopping it earlier though. So we let it
Anyway,
ride.
like you said, Shaka,
Hey,
you
man.
said
So
that
my
Boyz II
Christmas
Men
tree- yeah,
Christmas.
Wow.
We want to. We'll let him
Bruh.
sit in silence on that one.
The fact that you didn't
friends
mention
like
Boys
these.
to Men and the Temptations first.
Oh, the Temptations.
My mama didn't raise you right.
No, I'm just
Mama,
saying.
where did you mess up with him? How many times you drop him on that?
I'm just
how-
saying,
drop
though,
that
but
boy on his
that
head.
I feel like true Christmas doesn't start until that
That's his
Mariah
upside-
Carey.
That's his
Yeah.
other side of his family
To that
talking.
Mariah
It gotta be.
Carey.
It gotta be. It gotta be. The only time I
She
appreciate
carries us in
Mariah
there.
Carey is when you're in a department store.
Right,
That's
right.
the only place that song bops.
Nah,
Facts.
nah.
If you went
Facts,
Belk,
It was bopping
Yes, when
on
I'm
my
in
Google
Belk,
home.
when I'm in Belk, I'm pushing my buggy.
I
singing
want to
it.
hear Mariah Carey there. That's
said,
it.
But when I'm in the house, if you ask me what I'm put on, I want to hear that. Let it snow. First of
Come
all,
on.
Boyz II Men, Let It Snow holds a special place in my heart.
Absolutely.
True story. Isaiah, I don't know. It was around that same time. He's a few months old.
Yeah.
Nobody could comfort him. You couldn't rock him. He wasn't hungry. Wasn't wet. I'm talking about he was losing his mind to the point every parent's been there where you about ready to start to cry.
I'm ready to.
Shut up.
You went, shut up, please. I never forget. My mom said, "Let me take him." I said, "Mom, he ain't worried about you. He's not gonna do whatever. Just let me just have him." I said, "Fine. I'm just going upstairs. I don't say nothing to me. I'm not coming back downstairs to get him."
Nope.
Sure enough, she put on that. I don't know why she had it on CD. It wasn't around Christmas time.
Wow.
She had that Boyz II Men, Let It Snow. He went from scream. I'm talking about when the kids start doing the back bend. That's when you know they throwing a real tantrum.
yeah.
When they start throwing it back, a little from that to. I heard "Let It Snow." That was his song every time, no matter spring, fall, summer. We put that song. That was his comfort song. So that song
crazy.
to me holds a special place in my heart. Every time I hear it, I think of Isaiah losing his mind.
Yeah.
I'm talking. We would even keep it in the car. Let's say if he's driving, he's losing it. He's having one of his meltdowns.
Yeah.
Look, let it snow.
There we go.
And look, Isaiah, he'll and look, sitting in the back, and next thing he'll be asleep. So shout out to Boys Man for that.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying like, yo, it was Mariah Carey for me. Like she carries us in. That's like truly a tradition. That's truly a tradition. I don't care about the mic. I don't care about the mic.
Come on, fam. So y'all not gonna tell me that Chris Brown ain't probably got the hottest Christmas song ever though?
Yeah,
is he held as a GOAT now just because of that movie?
No.
Chris Brown's been a GOAT.
Hang on the mistletoe. You tell me when he didn't.
I listen. You say what you want. Chris Brown's been the GOAT. One of the GOATs.
Only when it comes to Christmas music. Overall.
Chris Brown is one of the greatest artists to ever walk this planet.
Whoa. Oh.
Hey,
I said what I said.
Really?
Look, so am I wrong?
Oh.
So he's not?
If loving you was wrong, I want to be right.
Yeah, you heard it. It's right.
I'm just trying to make sure his mic ain't right.
These mics let you say anything nowadays.
Bruh.
I didn't say he was the GOAT. I said he's one of
He said he one
one
of the greatest that walked
Yes.
on his.
If you want to talk about song, hit for hit.
Hit for hit. He's not beating hardly it. He ain't beating Usher.
Stop.
He ain't
He
beating
ain't beating
Usher.
Usher.
He'd be the only person that could probably stand. I would say he'd win, but he could stand toe to toe with Usher in the verses. Wow. I didn't say he'd win. I just said he could stand toe to toe.
Stand toe to toe. He can't hold his jock as Ray Lewis would say.
That he had
Hold
over
my jock.
The only hit he had over Usher was Rihanna.
Ooh. Wow.
This is beyond me.
So let's move forward now.
This
Nah,
is beyond
you
me.
coming out of pocket attacking.
You coming out of my
man.
Oh, you coming out
We
of
already
pocket
know how you
attacking
feel about them
Usher.
Marlins over there.
That's your jam though. The hashtag Marlins though.
Look,
Episode 3,
ain't
go back and
way,
see y'all.
Ain't no way Chris Brown is ever.
Stop.
And I do say ever.
Stop.
He's
a
compete
Who
with
do you have?
Usher.
Who do you have over him? Like in that same
I'll
category.
put Jamie Foxx over him.
You stop.
As a talent?
Jamie don't even believe that.
Let's talk about overall talent.
Okay.
What cannot Jamie can sing.
He can't
Overall
dance like
talent.
Chris.
Jamie
Okay.
can dance.
No.
Yes,
he
he
come out
can.
like Chris Brown.
Okay, he can't dance as good as Chris Brown. Jamie
Okay.
can act. Jamie's a
Are you
stand-up
are we-
comedian.
question-
You
Are we
see
are we
what happened to
talking-
Chris Brown and stomped the yard.
Oh yeah.
My man didn't make it past the credits.
Everybody was hurt.
2-second clip.
Bro, we was all hurt. We was like, oh yeah, Chris Brown gonna take off for this movie.
Oh.
Look, he actually get a dance in the movie. I said, I can't. That's the reason. Look, we all came to see it, and look, pow! I'm like, oh my gosh,
Movie over.
party over. But that's the equivalent when old boy got hurt Friday Night Lights. When Booby Miles got hurt,
Oh,
that's when
man.
I was ready to go home when I see that part.
He said we go to the league. We go to the football.
Yeah, so I mean,
Anyway.
you got Usher. Of course, he's taking
I
over.
feel, right,
Usher's the only one that really compares to Chris Brown.
right.
But
But if you had to compare the two, though,
man,
taking over.
Usher is.
I think
white
Usher
bitch.
actually has better
range.
range than Chris Brown, if you want to say it as a singer.
overall.
The difference.
Overall,
Okay. So a lot of I was listening to an interview with Akon and Shannon Sharp. You know my boy Sharp.
Skill.
And,
We got Shannon Sharp on here somehow.
Akon said that Chris Tucker, Chris
Wow.
Tucker. I'm
You took it way out of the context.
I did. Chris Tucker's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? But he said that Chris Brown was supposed to be the next Michael Jackson. The only difference between Chris Brown and Michael Jackson was that Michael Jackson had a way better team and Chris Brown did not have the same guidance or direction that Michael Jackson had, and that's where he took his downfall.
There's never been no downfall though with like Chris Brown though.
What?
You didn't hear that last album Chris Brown made though?
No, I haven't heard Chris Brown
First
since
of all, I
Kiss
ain't know he was
Kiss.
still-
Wow, that's how I know you ain't been listening. That's all. Since Kiss.
Ball.
Matter of fact,
I don't
when,
even
Wanna love it,
when I heard you say Kiss Kiss, I started listening. I was like, you right.
First
he
of
ain't been
all,
listening.
ain't nobody listened to Chris Brown since Busta killed him on his own song.
Stop.
Like I said,
You
last
really?
listen, y'all, you really been asleep. though.
Who is?
Oh, bro.
Hey, look, you
I'm
really
out
snort on it. I was there
I'm
on purpose. That was your purpose.
I'm sleep out here. I'm sleep. I'm going with the
He didn't
win.
even mean to do that.
Yo, Chris
it-
Brown is good.
I can tell you, I really haven't listened to Chris Brown.
I know you haven't.
He's a country boy from Tappahannock. VA is where I reside. That's all you gonna get.
That's before Chris had any tats.
That's when he was at his best.
Stop. You haven't listened.
Chris Brown's best days are
I
behind
think young
him.
Chris Brown might have been the best.
Fire.
No,
His
stop.
dancing? What?
I mean, he's still dancing.
The Michael Jackson tribute video actually put me to tears, man.
I thought that was probably the worst one.
And you call yourself a fan.
I'm a fan of good music.
Man, you eat strawberry Pop-Tarts without the icing, brother. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. What's wrong with you, brother?
First and foremost, if anybody don't know,
Man, you eat ashy Pop-Tarts out here, brother. Come on.
You like the brown sugar Pop-Tarts out here.
First of all, those are good.
No, you sick.
They not great, but they good.
You sick.
You eat ashy Pop-Tarts, brother.
I almost hit you. Look, my instinct was to swing on this man with Mike. But we
Gluten free.
we almost lost the whole podcast just now.
Hey,
All y'all would have heard was Mike scuffling over the mics. Hey, dog.
You got the malnourished Pop-Tarts.
Hey, yo. I don't even know how we got here.
I don't know how we got there.
So
that's a glory.
we were talking about Christmas trees, and that kind of brings me to another question. My fault.
You good?
That brings me to another question. Have we all lied to our kids about the meaning behind Christmas? Have we lied to them about anything when it comes to Christmas? What say you, Bakari? Have you ever lied to your kids?
Of course he has.
They're not going to watch this podcast.
Of course he has. Later they
Look,
will.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
Have you ever given your kids a chance to believe in the Santa?
Yeah, I gave them a chance to believe. Just so they believe in the elf. But I mean, at the same time, I also tell
That
them.
did the elf on the shelf.
You did the elf on the shelf?
Oh yeah, we have fun with that.
I'm not messing with my house and I did it.
But
One
nah,
more
it's
mess I
not-
gotta clean up. What's the
I
logic?
look at it more to see y'all bunch of Scrooge McDucks out here.
I like
I'm gonna dirty up my whole house.
I like Christmas.
Say the blame on the
But
elf, even though I did
let me
it.
tell you why I do this though. Because a kid's imagination is one of the strongest things that they have.
I want them to imagine my God.
Shut up. Let me finish.
Oh my goodness!
Look,
Jello.
so I sit there and do
Shotgun's
stuff to have
petty.
their mind, to have their creative mind start to imagine how the elves did this or how
With
the elves did
lies.
that. But what I do though, when it comes to the lies of having them believe that Santa is real, do I have them? Okay, do they think that Santa is real? Yes, but I also tell them that Santa
Claus is coming.
Look, see, this is why we can't record a podcast out here. Okay? This is why we can't sit there and talk.
We just like giving you a hard time. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
All right. Like I said, though. I always tell them, I said, all right, so you know who Santa Claus goes to sit there and get all his gifts, right?
It's the North Pole, brother.
Go ahead and put
Tell him the whole lie. Go ahead, and tell him the whole lie.
I said they go to God. I said he goes to God. I said so God gives Santa the list.
You guys
And
messed
then
up their whole theology out
Santa,
here.
and Santa delivers the gifts because at the same time, I need them to know that Santa is not the hierarchy. It is God.
What? Just tell him Santa don't exist. So it'll be easier.
Nah, I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. That's why your kids got problems now. Look at y'all out here traumatizing these kids, taking their hope away. Look here, I'm trying to be Peter Pan. I'm trying to be Peter Pan in my kids' life, and y'all out here trying to be Captain Hook. Y'all trying to be Captain Hook out here. Look here, I teach my kids a hierarchy.
What?
As for me and my house,
We will serve Saint Nick.
we will believe in Santa Claus until they get older, and then they don't want to believe in Santa.
Oh, my goodness.
Like Chloe, she's starting to understand that the elves. Chloe believes that the elves on the shelves. She knows that they're not real, but she does it as an enjoyment, as a fun.
She goes along with.
Goes along with.
She goes along, yeah. So at a certain age, they start to fade out. Like how long did it take for Isaiah to realize there was no Santa? I know you did, Santa Claus. Don't tell me you didn't. I'll smack you in your bum tops.
All right, so can I be real, son?
It'll be real, bro.
Okay, so Isaiah, first of all, he never heard the idea from Santa Claus from me. It was kind of stuff they did.
Did you play along with it?
Look, up until
Say something different.
you good? You good?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That scorpion out here.
Can I tell my story?
Tell your story, son.
Oh my goodness. We like messing with Bakari. He gets him tickled. But anyway, Isaiah was probably maybe like, no joke, probably like 4. Like I said, when he started going to like kindergarten, all the kids, he was asking stuff about Santa. And at the time, his mom, we kind of went along and stuff with it. And at some point, I can't remember if it was like on that same time or 4 or 5. I just told him. He even asked me. He says, "Daddy, if you're buying all the gifts, where does Santa? Does Santa bring us some?" And I had a decision to make. I said, should I keep telling my son this lie again, or just tell him the truth that this man ain't breaking into our house? Murderer! This heavy-set man is not breaking into our house and leaving gifts through here.
You crushed him.
Yo.
This man turned into
he
turned into an adult instantly when he told that.
To be fair, also, I felt kind of disrespected. I'm not working all year, hustling, breaking my back to give some man who didn't contribute credit for my stuff. Crack cocaine. I've been buying them gifts.
Santa
That was
Claus
me.
gives one gift in our house. That's it.
No,
One
listen,
gift.
For real?
The rest
of them
comes
from mom and dad.
2 from me, and the rest come from God.
That's good.
That's how we do it.
So
So
you
what
lying
about-
them
so you
about
put on God, but
Huh?
you putting God on gifts?
Doesn't God supply the gift?
He does.
Honestly, because of the hoverboard. That's where it started from. Because the kids wanted a hoverboard. They asked me. I said, "What do you want?" And they came to me December. I think it was like December.
we don't hear about the story.
10th. It was December 10th. They said, "I want a hoverboard." They both asked for this. I said, "How about this? If you pray to God and you continuously keep praying to Him, I said God will provide." So when I say they was in their room every night, they prayed. A week before Christmas, somehow God provided a way for us to have the exact right amount of money to sit there and get both of the hoverboards. And we wrote it was from God.
I think that's actually pretty good. Better than
Yeah.
Elf on the
That's
Shelf.
a good way to build their faith.
Yes, rather than telling them
Santa Claus.
reports to Jesus. Jesus delivers out to give Santa Claus. The elves
a
on the
hierarchy,
shelves.
It's
What is the elf on the shelf playing
It's a
out
hierarchy,
of? Hey man, just tell the
That's
kids Santa Claus ain't
hilarious.
real, bro.
It's a
Hey
pyramid
man,
scheme.
hey parents, if you got kids listening to this on your podcast, I know y'all listen to this on the way to work.
This
Cut
is
it off
not,
before
cut it
not,
off. Hey,
not
cut it off
safe
from
for
it.
work.
Yes.
Not safe for kids.
Yeah, don't listen to this with your kids in car. If they still believe in Santa, we crush your dreams. I'm sorry.
We
Spoiler
might have to,
alert.
might have to put that as a disclaimer in the beginning of the
Hey, I would
episode.
say-
Hey,
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
I think the reason why I let off with these questions is because Zola is still at the age where she don't
Shut up.
give 2 cares about who this man is. All right.
right.
So I asked y'all that
Your wife
because
named Mashonda because guess what? She gonna be believing in Santa Claus. Zola. She gonna believe. All right, Shop. Go ahead and bat your eyes at me all you want to.
We'll see.
Santa gets no presents at my house. No
Shop gonna be
presents.
dressed up in the Santa Claus gift.
Let me tell
Santa
you.
Claus outfit.
If anything, I got a whole bunch of black little Santa Clauses at my house anyway. If anything, she gonna go around telling her friends Santa Claus black.
That's what she is. Listen.
But she gonna believe in Santa Claus though. Then, right?
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
technically,
I
he's
got
not
black
wrong.
Santas.
Look, he's not wrong though.
I got black Santas in my house. That's it.
Oh, my
but
goodness.
I'm not putting Santa's name on any of my
Santa
gifts.
didn't work for this.
And if any of her grandparents put Santa
But
on
you
a
let
gift,
your wait a minute.
huh?
But you let your kid believe in the Easter Bunny.
She don't believe in anything but mommy and daddy right
yeah,
now.
true that. Zola, she's too
What
young
about
for
you
that.
then?
I know. The Easter Bunny never got any
Easter Bunny out here,
acknowledgement.
Bunny laying eggs now.
I mean,
huh?
this is we talk.
The
I've
Easter
always-
Bunny is not really anything to believe in.
right. There's legit.
What?
What is there anything? What is there to believe about
The
the
eggs.
bunny?
Okay, so that brings up.
We have Easter eggs.
So that
Why
brings
they-
up a
what they got
different
to do with
question.
bunny?
That really doesn't bring up a different question. Like, as truly, like as believers in Christ, I felt like when I first got saved, right? When I
Yeah.
first really like for real turned my life over to the Lord, I really started asking my questions. Where did we get these like colloquialisms like Santa Claus, and like the Easter Bunny and all that stuff from? What does that
Yeah.
play a role? Like, why do we question? Why does every church, at least here in the United States, we see, does like a Easter egg hunt? And I know it's all in fun or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you do the Easter egg hunt, you quote, like you said, you could be promoting the Easter Bunny, but these are all the same things in the Bible that sometimes they want to hold. I just don't like the
Hypocrisy, yeah.
hypocrisy, and sometimes like we want to. All right, they'll show that lie, but again, technically, we're still lying to the kids about what these things really are.
Yeah.
Now, I understand. Do we want to suck the joy and the fun out of it? No, there's a way can we make it fun, but I think we shouldn't. Can you see the double-edged sword? Like if I'm on the outside looking in.
I
Easter
understand what
is
you're talking
different
about.
than
Like I said,
Christmas.
You know, you teach your kid you shouldn't lie, but at the same time, we go ahead and lie to our kids talking about Santa Claus and all that. But at the same time, for the parents who, let's say the parents listen to this right now, and they're saying, like, I really want to sit there and tell my kid, yo, just don't go and tell your kid, hey, Santa Claus is not real.
Hey, it's how you tell them to.
Yeah.
That's
all
key.
about
Let's sit down over some milk and cookies. This is how it's going to play out. And I think, like, with me,
But it's all about
Chloe
how you start.
phased out. I would like to tell, because Kari's not really asking if Santa Claus is doing this, because they're not trying to be on the
Most
naughty
of
nice
these,
list.
most of these kids don't really care. Like once they open that gift, it really goes out the window of who really got it for
Santa
him.
who?
Like my son. I've been doing this 12 years.
Yeah.
My son is yet to be like, who got me that hoverboard? Was it Santa or is it you? Or was that mommy or is that daddy? I don't care because I'm riding through it on the hoverboard.
I can never remember my childhood saying, thank you, Santa.
True that too.
I ain't never thank
I'm
Santa.
gonna tell you.
I tell you the time I stopped believing in Santa.
My mom broke my heart early too.
It was one summer I was hanging around my friends who had 4-wheelers.
Yeah. Oh, we was hanging
I
around
said,
them.
oh
Okay.
man, I said, look
Yeah.
kid, I said, look, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Santa if I can get me a 4-wheeler though.
You
And I'm talking about.
You knew we lived in the
I
ghetto,
was
right?
excited because I was thinking I'm good. Look here, I've been good. I've been doing my chores. I said, but Dad, I said Santa Claus can't really sit there and bring the 4-wheeler in the house though. So I was thinking this is at December 24th. I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside 'cause I know he gonna put that bad boy on the front porch.
Stop.
Hey.
Wow.
Poor
I walked
Bakari.
outside.
Shattered.
I went
Shattered.
to that living room first. I said, all right. I said, I was right. He couldn't fit it to the living room.
Yeah.
He couldn't fit it through the door. I said,
Let me
look,
go
y'all go out
outside.
front.
Gift
Wasn't
wrap.
nothing but the only thing that greeted me was a brisk wind. I said, oh.
Got him. He said, oh.
I said, Dad. I said, look, and then you start to sit there and try to make excuses for. Now he must be running late today. Then
Maybe it'll be him.
he must not be here. I'm going to check tomorrow though.
Was I on the
Bro,
night
when I
list?
say
Next year.
I checked for 5 days outside,
Bruh.
hoping every time I open that front door. Dang, not
Maybe you should
today.
be praying
All
for
right.
that 4-wheeler, huh?
Oh man, it was
I
at that
had
moment
no
I realized,
idea.
oh yeah, Santa ain't real.
I had no idea you was out here asking for 4-wheelers.
I was
That's
asking.
hilarious.
I was asking for 4-wheelers. Like I just knew.
Were we on
I was gonna
Randolph
ride
Street?
My 4-wheeler around the back of the house because that's when we had a yard. We had a pretty good yard back there.
Was that on Randolph Street?
Yeah, I was on
Hey.
Randolph.
I was enjoying. I was look picturing in my mind how I was going to enjoy that.
But
But
if
then
you-
when I realized, all right,
When it comes to the storytelling of the Santa, do you not think it would be easier just to start out telling the truth?
like with me,
Is
so
it
with
a
my
lie that's hard to
son-
keep up with?
With
I
my
think it
son
is.
with my son in Ivory, there will be no Santa. Kari is the last of the last.
You
of
know,
the
she
Mohicans.
hear the same. Look, she hear the same thing as he do. So how you gonna separate that?
but she
two?
doesn't actually understand.
Not yet. You think she? We didn't explain Santa to him. He's kind of like those things they hear at school and those things they're picking up.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
also,
I'm saying,
do you
but-
now when you tell her that he's not real, is she gonna? She gonna be the thug to go to school. My daddy said Santa ain't real. Oh my goodness!
Look,
Tis
your
what
parents
it
want
is.
to come see me.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wow.
now's the time you might want to tell your kids
He's
the
a
truth.
mean one.
Tell the truth.
Mr. Grinch.
And again,
But it's not the kid being mean. They're just speaking the truth.
True that.
and kids don't know how to be.
You're lying.
They don't know how to be tasteful, with the
Tactful.
yeah, tactful
You
as
gonna
well.
look. Only thing that's gonna happen is that relationship between a parent and a child might be ruined for that week. But at the same time, it'll be
With
they'll
something
get
out the
over it.
world, because a kid only knows what's normal as what you present to them. You
Yeah,
can tell them anything.
I mean, yeah, and that too. I mean, we didn't
Tell
know.
a kid enough times, they'll believe it.
Well, honestly, it's what you grew up to. Like we didn't know. Technically, I would have never known. We didn't grow up, I guess, poor, or lower
not.
class until like honestly, until I got to college. I started seeing them like,
Yeah.
y'all had what?
Ooh,
We
y'all out here
didn't.
living.
We didn't do that. Oh look, hey mom, what you been doing, bro?
Yeah, hey.
You didn't tell me nothing about this.
My
Listen.
mom was hustling.
Hey, my mom
Straight
was out here.
hustling.
It wasn't until we went to a couple of rich friends' houses. They're gonna
Oh,
name neighbors.
man, when
Disgusting.
And I said,
went to
oh,
my
they out
rich
here, they out here living.
They had the mansion. I said, oh.
We
And
live in
I ain't gonna lie,
lavishly.
when we both went back home, me and Bakari were so upset.
Hurt.
At,
I hate the
our-
place.
At our living situations. We said, but why we ain't got this?
This place sucks.
Why we gotta share a room?
I I remember.
You didn't realize how
I was in real tears though. Going,
we actually
going
cried.
back to my place to live.
Oh my God.
It was bad. It was like we left Disney World.
Look, you got to share a room.
Look, you didn't look. What's that Toby the Nigga song where he said I didn't know we was poor to we was playing hide and seek in the house.
Oh yeah,
and there was only one room to hide in. Hey, mom, why that house got box spring? What's a box spring?
A box spring.
I didn't know we had a floor mattress.
Hey, yo.
It's all about exposure though.
It is. So we brought all that up to say is, and when y'all first walked in, we was like, hey, we're going to talk about lying. Is it okay to lie?
Ooh,
is it okay to ever tell a lie?
Okay to lie.
It's not okay to lie.
I'm gonna go and say that.
So
right
there's
now,
no
I'm
scenarios where you're just like, no, like telling white lies.
It's not okay to lie, but do we do it? Yes, to protect. Because if you was always 100, or if you was always truthful, you'd be one lonely man.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Keep it 100 with everybody. Then, Shaq.
Okay.
See,
Like we
Jesus
said
did it.
earlier.
See,
like we said earlier, you don't have to be a rude 100.
it's not even being rude. It's just if you tell everybody truthful.
It's not about nobody's asking for the truth. Nobody's gonna be like, "Hey, man, how do I look today?" Nobody's just gonna come.
So at what point are you talking about you give a white lie then?
So okay, so we, because I was watching. Thank you, Mike Todd. You the man. I just got finished
Mike
watching
Todd.
his sermon this past Sunday.
With the cuffed.
Yeah,
Cuffed.
so cuffed to something, but he was just talking about lying.
Cuff to the cap.
Cuffed to the cap, my man. So he was like, whenever people ask us how we're doing, a lot of times we just say we're good. That's what he mentioned. And a lot of times, you know,
the lie
what?
that I say every single day,
Yeah, I'm good.
every moment, every day. Hey, how you doing? I'm all right. No good. Well, I don't.
God knows
Yeah, to be honest
punch you
with
in
you,
your
like
face.
that's the hardest part every day. Everybody do that is tough.
It is
Every day.
very tough. So I asked myself, and I listened to this right before I went to work, and I said, I got to come up with some other ways to answer that, because I'm not always, I'm good.
Right.
Sometimes I feel horrible.
Not really feeling it, bro.
But I think he presented it in a way, he said, you could say it in a way that's not a lie, but it's not giving your 100% honest self. So if you just say, no, I'm just all right, or you just saying, you know, I'm not feeling the best, that's better than lying and just saying, I'm okay. Because he was like, you just got finished having a whole entire mental episode and having an anxiety attack, but somebody comes up to you and asks you, how you doing? I'm good.
Because part of the time, I think when that specific answer,
Yeah.
like for me, I was joking when you say that too. Look, I had a whole conversation with the Lord this morning.
Yeah.
And it wasn't positive, or it's always productive and it's positive.
Yeah.
But I was telling him some stuff in my heart, my mind. As soon as you go to work, like exactly what you said. How you doing? I'm all right. How y'all doing? You know, killing it today.
Yup.
Making all these random sayings or whatever. But I really, because at times you don't want to feel like your mood's bringing everybody else down.
No.
However, I have to learn that my feelings. Listen, I can't control how you feel. But if you're asking me how I'm feeling, and I say, "Hey, I'm not feeling the best," that's not me me being a Debbie Downer or trying to pull the mood down. That's just me being honest.
Facts.
And maybe I know for me, a lot of times I'll get so stuck off that I don't want to bother nobody else with my problems. Maybe some of that stuff could that's where it stems from.
Yeah.
Or nobody really cares how you feel anyway. That's another weird saying. People say, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, if you was doing bad, nobody want to hear it anyway. Well, dang. Then
Heard that.
A lot of people would actually want to hear it, especially if you work in an environment like I work in. It's like, hey man, it's not unaccustomed to be like, hey man, let's pray real quick. You're not feeling bad at my office. Hey man, how you doing? You feeling bad? Hey, let's pray about it. That's one of the good things about Tiffany. If you're watching this, I don't know if you ever watch any of these episodes, but if you're watching it, appreciate your friendship. All right, we shared the office for years, and we had a lot of deep conversations, and we be praying for each other often. And it was always okay to admit, hey, I'm not doing okay today.
right,
So hey man,
I'm not here. I said
I'm not all the way here.
I sent y'all a message this morning. I was like, hey,
Yep,
I'm praying.
see,
I
appreciate
literally
that.
I sent y'all a text and stuff this morning to say, hey, I'm praying
Ooh,
for
I
y'all.
needed that.
Lift your boy up too, because I wasn't feeling it today.
Nobody is. We need that
today
support.
was a-
I'm taking Zola starting daycare.
Oh, Shock is mental.
When
Shock is mental. He's heartbroken right now.
When I first dropped her off, that thug tear fell out.
You dropped the thug tear?
Oh, absolutely.
cried,
I
didn't
said, she cried yesterday.
Ain't nothing
she
worse
cried
than sending
today.
your kids to an unknown place
It
That
is.
they never still. It's different, like dropping them off at my house, something like
Yeah.
that, because they just really want that.
Yeah, and they still cry.
They still cry, but when you drop them off at a place where they don't know nobody,
Never.
that's a different type of feeling, though.
is.
A part of you makes you feel like you're abandoning your child.
Because the last memory you have of your kid is just them bawling their eyes out. I heard her crying outside when I was in my car.
She said, we ain't having it.
Zola got lungs on her. I mean, luckily she doesn't cry whenever LaShawna goes to pick her up. But it's like dropping her off. I'm like, just take the baby, and you gotta hurry up and leave because the longer you sit there and try to count
That'll
them,
make it worse.
It's gonna make it worse.
Every time we worked at the club, every summer we have 1 or 2 kids.
Really?
I'm like, all right, mom was like, well, I can do this. I said, if you don't get out of here, I said, he or she is going to be fine, but go, please.
Kari did that when you dropped him off there. I was like, hey. I said, not my son.
Yeah, I know. You're just like, not my son.
He said my chest.
It really, I mean, I didn't think that it would cut me this deep, but when we first dropped her off, me and LaShawna went home and we sat on the couch for
Contemplate life.
literally an hour and a half.
She never has to go back?
I said, I'm going to have time to do this, do that. I'm going to get everything done. And we sat there in silence with Domino sent right behind us like,
hey, where the kid at? That's what
Right,
Dom think. Hey, where the kid at?
Hey, man.
That's weird. That's like that's the weird thing parents do. Like, like you ever do, like you and your wife or whatever. Oh, if we have somebody have a date night, blah blah. We're about to go. We're gonna have to do X, Y, Z. Sure enough, you get to that thing. Women have this weird thing. I wonder how the kids doing. I ain't worried about them kids.
I don't worry about those kids.
They're fine.
Hey,
we left them an hour ago. Well, I just want to make sure they're okay. Can we watch this movie in peace? Well, I'm just gonna call. Can we FaceTime them one more time? No, I'm not FaceTiming you one time.
I can't wait to get to that point.
Actually, I have a little bit of disposition with that. So same thing when I dropped Isaiah off for the first time when he went on pre-K. I think when he first because I think his mom, she watched him all the way up to pre-K.
Yeah. But
when he got on that bus, I never forget, he had this blue button up. He had a little part in his head.
Oh, wow.
Listen, when he got on that bus, I'm about to shed a tear like this. I said, what's happening? I feel, what's that movie, that Grinch movie? Feelings. But now, like, where he goes to his mom's, I have a different perspective now. So, he stays primarily with me during the school year, but he goes to his mom's during the summers. So when he goes for the summer, like you said, the first 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting stuff done. The house is staying clean. We're good.
Extra productive.
Get money. Get money. By week 3, look, I'll catch myself watching cartoons that we used to watch together. Talk about. Isaiah, you oh, he's not here. Okay. I
FaceTime do become a little bit different, like as they get older, because you realize that they're more self-sustained.
It don't help, brother.
And like I said, because when you first, like I said, with the example of Shaka first dropping Zola off,
you remember those feelings.
Oh yeah, like it's like, yo, my child helpless. Like if something happens, she can't really tell me what happened. No.
Right.
So it's just like I have to trust. I have to trust these people.
Trust these staff.
To
you don't know it all.
And protect my daughter. They don't even know what she like. You just not met my daughter.
Exactly.
I have to trust that
you can't love her like me.
Nobody I have to trust that you know her cry like I know her cry, and you know when she hungry, and you know when she feel uncomfortable, but you don't. So it's like
give a chance to learn though.
Oh man, like I said, I feel like I said if I ever had to put Ivory in daycare, y'all ever seen that movie with 50 Cent and Ice Cube's son? I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where he had
took him to that where he took him to the back room.
Yeah,
he said, "Look here, the responsibility of taking care of my daughter has always been up.
always been up.
I was going Den of Thieves.
Yeah, he said responsibility of my daughter has always been up to me. He said, now I have to sit there and put that in your hands. He said,
don't mess up.
Don't mess up.
Or your mother shall weep. He said, your mother shall weep as she has to roll you around the rest of your life. When he said weep, I said, oh, he been business. I ain't never heard nobody say the word weep.
That's exactly how I feel if I had to drop Ivory off at any daycare.
Yep.
If something happens to her, just know everybody getting it.
This whole building.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. Ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. You better hope everybody has checked their child out. Yep. Because I'm telling you, every single staff member in here,
Hurricane Chris,
go see it.
So a lot of praying has happened. A lot of it is also having parental faith in other people. That people are going to treat your daughter with a respect or treat your kid with a respect that they so rightfully deserve. But it's also the thing of just the unknown. You don't know.
Oh, bro, like I tell you one story there. I really about put hands on everybody there. It was one time we had Kari there, and they didn't have the bookshelf tied down, and another kid had pushed the bookshelf, and Kari was on the other side, and it hit
Dang.
Kari, and I said,
Bam.
Brittany didn't tell me till I think it was like a day after. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be
on the
back.
way.
I need to see an accident report. I'll be back.
Yep.
But when I say I was furious.
Yeah, we need to have
I
a
said,
talk.
one, I said,
Let's
why are
talk.
you letting the kid push on the bookshelf? And two, why is the bookshelf not tied down?
Why?
Yeah, they do anchor those down. I think so.
Or something that heavy?
Was it like a big?
Something
like
happens to Ivory. I kill everybody. I'm
What?
telling you right now.
So not for Kari, for Ivory though.
Because I felt like
The girl?
Hey, you let my son
baby
protect
girl?
himself. You know, he's like 2.
I was frustrated with Kari because I said at the same time he was young,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I said, I knew he was tough. It's like one of them things. Like when you have a son, like you know your son is tough.
Nah.
Yeah.
I said like you live
But-
through yours vicariously.
but
through your
Bruises
son.
are okay for boys, but don't be bruising that baby girl.
Double standards though.
There's
I don't care.
double
Double
standards.
standards.
Straight up.
Double
on the
standards.
house.
I mean,
It's like,
I
let Kari
agree.
get away with stuff other than look that Chloe don't.
Wow, you
Unfortunately.
admit Chloe,
Double standards.
Chloe ready to swing on you.
So be
It is what it is.
I had my kid ask me that one time.
Fight
Okay, we was talking one time, and she said, "Hey, she said, you know how you tell other people hit us, then we need to hit them back." I said, "Yeah, of course." She said, well, "So if y'all spank us, we can hit y'all back, right?"
Oh,
I said, look.
she living in 2035.
I said,
Wow.
I
She
said,
living in
Chloe,
2035.
Oh, it's not.
I said, "Look here, the day you get the thought, the day you get the thought, I got 2 boxing gloves." I said, "I
listen.
tell you right now." I promise you it's not going to go away. I said, "Look here, because I'm going to let you get that one swing."
You gonna let her?
I said, "I'm going to let you get that one swing." I said, but you know how you used to tap around with you?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Times that by 100. I'm squaring you smooth. You going to feel my knuckles through the gloves.
Dang.
Oh,
You hit
bruh.
your dog? Hold on.
I
Did
know.
it not? If you
Go ahead. Rewind.
did we not talk about maybe a few episodes back? Is it okay to spank your
spank?
children?
Discipline.
Or discipline your children. Sorry, that's the word we said.
Uh-huh.
Bakari says no. There should be no other reason, quote, that I need to put my hands on a kid.
I said,
No, tell the truth.
I said,
Tell the truth.
I said, the
Tell the
discipline your kid. But if my kid hauls off with bare knuckles, and you know little kids got them sharp, skinny knuckles,
She has the
if she
Liberian
bears
knuckles.
off and hits me,
Nah, you said this for no reason, and you better put her in timeout. You said, or talk to her like you said that you was going to
look
do.
like Charlie Saint Nick out here. I might as well put her on a naughty and nice list.
Go-
Then.
go-
Nah,
no,
forget
Nah,
that.
and that's what he said.
Hey
Shut
man,
I'm telling y'all
how do
right
you
now.
handle that if you can't?
So
physically correct?
no.
I've
If
already
my
said-
kid hits me,
Anthony's
this
the
was,
10 toes
this
deep.
was, this was off script. If my kid decides to have the audacity, the gall, the chest, and I told you, I said, Chloe, if you ever get the chest to hit me,
the unmitigated gall.
just know, look here, I'm gonna have to square you up.
Nah.
It's
You better
different.
not put your hands
It's
on that
different
angel.
if a kid being disrespectful. Okay, I can tolerate being disrespectful. Yeah, let's sit down. Let's talk about that.
No.
I have more. I will give you
She
more
swung on you.
grace. But if a kid ever hauls off because I was disciplining them,
Get your hands off me.
oh, in my mind, okay,
All she.
okay.
It-
Well,
or-
now we here now.
No. That's
We
what you
here
said. Listen, don't worry. Can I edit
bro.
this week? So I'm gonna pull that same clip. I'm gonna pull it right
But
back into the
I'll
podcast.
pull the clip myself.
I wanna
I will not discipline my kid. I will not spank my kid as a discipline if they're doing something, let's say,
You just-
disrespectful. But no.
So swinging on you is not disrespectful.
But if
Very.
she comes at me with malice, as in the sense of she wants to fight me,
You can flick her on
Are
her
you
forehead. and she
matching
be done.
energies?
You matching
Huh?
energies?
You matching that
I already
energy?
told you why I stand. I
Yeah.
told my son. I had to go to the school when I had dropped some money off. Also, just so happened I had to talk to his teacher about one of his grades or whatever. And I told my son I make no apologies for it because you already know what I said.
Yep.
I looked him square in this.
I was on the phone.
I was look,
Yeah.
but I forgot Bakari was on the phone. I was
on
talking to
the
him when I
phone.
walked. I said I looked him square in the eye. I said, "Son, who you more scared of? These your friends or me?" He said, "You." I said, "All right, cool. So let this be known. If I come back up here to this school, I promise you, I'm not coming in love. I'm not coming in patience. I'm not coming in grace. I'm not coming in mercy. I'm coming in violence."
Leave it at the door.
Where
Leave it at the
Yeah,
door.
and there's not. I said, "I'll be real
Wow.
with you. There's not a staff member, teacher that will help you."
Can't nobody hold me back.
I said,
Oh.
or they can
Who's
get
gonna
me
help?
off you in time. And even then, if they did, you still got to come home.
You still got to come home, Blaze.
I said, so just make sure you know where I stand. I said, I'm talking now, so we have this discussion so you know it's clear. And I'm willing to try to work and give you grace, a little bit of wiggle room so we can work through it. That'll be unfair to discipline him, something that he's never heard before.
Yeah.
But if I come back up here, I'm coming in violence.
Malice in the palace.
Malice in the palace.
Straight up.
But yeah, I feel like that's the only way.
Like,
Like,
I'm going to say like Jermaine O'Neal called old boy on the floor.
Slip.
Yeah, slip punch. That's
Oh,
what's
my
going to look
God.
like when I walk into school.
even with, like I said, I can't say how to react, but I'm just saying in my mind that's how I visualize my kid hit me in my face.
I'm just messing with
but
you.
I get more like my kids know I will tolerate you disrespecting me more than I will sit there and I will let you disrespect your mother.
Oh,
So
100%.
when I see my kids
Yeah.
get a little hype with whoa with their mother, whoa.
Those
Hold
TikToks people were doing, those challenges.
Check it.
Did you ever
Oh,
see
yeah.
those? To where they were literally, it was the mom and the kid were on this particular prank.
Yeah.
And
So
the
you play
kids,
around too much.
basically the kids, literally the mom
Play
was,
around.
the mom
That's
said,
what-
hey, can you pick up this, whatever? And the kids be like, shut up, mom. And just to see what the reaction, like the dad doesn't know what's going on. I remember my
First, you got
favorite,
to check in like,
my favorite one was his dad literally had his, like, he was clearly downstairs playing Call of Duty, he had the headset on. He's playing, listen, if you never play Call of Duty, you know how much explosions, there's gunfire. He heard disrespect through gunfire and explosions.
Crazy.
He said, literally, he's like, shut up, mom. He said, look, literally, he put his
Sounds
hands
so
on.
real.
Yeah, he said, wait. He said, what'd you say? He said, he told me to shut up. He said, what? Listen, the dad hurtled the couch. And it wasn't until the mom trying to pull the dad out. It's a prank. Look, there's a camera. He said, man, y'all play too much. He was going to knock that poor boy's head off his shoulder.
Oh.
There's multiple videos like that. There's
tell you.
a certain level as a dad, you will not handle
listen,
disrespect.
I can have
towards
other
your wife.
kids. I can have other kids.
Right. That's what
You
I'm
ain't
saying.
always
You
going
lucky
to
to be here.
Come at me with the disrespect, but do not talk about your mom or don't sit there and disrespect your mom
Don't
in any way,
come
shape, or form.
close.
Because she could sit there and delete you before you even came out.
Straight up.
Wow.
Look at you,
Could have
look.
been. Oh, man. Yeah, the disrespect. I don't know when you said that.
I was triggered.
I could never have a kid hit. I've worked with kids, I feel like, for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
Kids have tried, but I've never been hit in my face by a kid. I always see it coming. It's like that. Whoop, what?
Seen that thing coming from yesterday.
I 100%. And I've seen plenty of other staff members get bibbity bopped in the face. And I'm just like,
that's what I'm
how
saying.
could you?
I'm just
Like,
saying,
I don't let a kid
there
that
was
close to
only-
my face.
There was one time I said a kid, he was trying to act like he's going to hit me, but I literally
Yeah.
just like I said, didn't try to hurt him.
Yeah.
Just you can clearly grip him. He's about to hurt himself and other people. So I just, they tell you the safety carry.
Yeah, hey, hey, come on over here. Man.
But there was
Yeah,
there was
teaching
one
like the guy
situation.
off
Yeah,
Mulan out
I told,
here.
but I did tell him. I said, "Hey, bro, you keep all this dropping. I'll drop you and tell you it's an accident, and I'll write it on the accident report too. So you better chill out."
Oh,
and everybody out here, everybody clearly see you wiggling and moving. They don't look. They don't know. But yeah, that's one incident. I think the worst one I had was a kid who literally, I can say no names. He used to have these anger issues. Sweetest kid. When he was on, he was again, could be president. But when he was
Lovely
off, he
kid.
was like, Lord have mercy. But literally, he ran away from the building.
Yeah.
Like I physically see him. Now you can't, state of Virginia, you can't necessarily like, grab kids, even if
No,
we
you
take them.
cannot. Yeah.
However, you can't grab them if it's like, unless it's going to endanger themselves
if
or
it's
the people.
immediate danger.
So literally, I see him. I'm trying to yell his name. Come on back, please, please, please. And he literally looks at me and takes off. So now I'm sprinting, trying to catch this kid because he's left
my
the
God.
property. And now when
How
I
you
see
feel?
cars coming or whatever. So finally, at the last second, this man. First of all, I'm glad it was a short race because this man does cross country, and there's
Wow.
no way I was going to catch him.
Really?
Run around this city. I was sprinting. I was way faster than him. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
if he would have extended that race,
Hey, man.
hey,
you had a
we
good
already had-
10, 15 seconds.
Bro, listen,
pick
I'm
up a
yelling
rock out
now.
here.
Now I'm mad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm mad. I'm like, bro. I said. So finally, he has to slow up because he see his car coming right at that time. Snatches a hula hand. So he was kicking and screaming, crying. I'm not going. So he's
I
acting.
thought somebody call the cops.
Yeah.
So look, he listen. If you got it recorded on the side of the street, it looked like the craziest thing ever. All you see, some man sprinting after this 10-year-old kid. Look, come on, hey, come back.
Let me tell you, yeah.
Look,
we
so it
don't
didn't
do
look
that.
good. So then I'm literally having to basically like firemen carry him back. He's kicking and pinching. I think he about pinched me one time. I said, "Listen, bro, we are listen." I wanted to, but I gave him the same option as the other bro. I said, "Listen, we are off property, and there's no cameras. There's only here. I will slam you on this ground, little boy, if you don't stop playing with me." I said, "You're lucky. I'm not dragging you back by your feet." So I said, "Come on, so we can going." Look, he stopped because I was so serious. Look, I didn't want to slam nobody else's kid, but I looked him square in the eyes and said, "Bro, you better stop."
That movie Life. At least he get my cornbread.
That's basically what happened.
That happened one time at the YMCA. Same scenario, and I don't even know why I was working with the kids this day. But this little kid got the unmitigated gall. I'm gonna run away, and I was just feeling it for somebody. I was like, he ain't gonna run away.
I'll say so.
So if you've been down our back alley, the back side of the YMCA, he actually went down the back alley, and I was like, oh, he's actually walking. And then he takes off to a little run. So I told one of the staff, and I said, we got to go get this kid before he bends that corner. When you bend that corner,
it's a wrap.
So he made it around the corner. He saw me walking after him. So, he looked back, took off sprinting. So now he's on the, I forget he's on the street right before you get to MLK. So I'm chasing him around that corner, right? And then he gets all the way around. So now he's street side. So it's me.
Oh my God!
It's me. Nah, he's on the. He's still on the sidewalk. So it was me and Justine. She was right next to me, and he takes off running down that whole entire sidewalk. And I said,
okay?
I said, Justine, don't run after him. We black. This little white kid. How's it going to look? We in public chasing this little white kid down. I said, we're not going to chase after him right here.
Some large black man chasing this poor boy down the street.
Literally.
Do you need help, sir? Yes, I do.
Nope.
Wait till you get to an alley out here.
I waited until he got right back in front of the building, and then he made that curve to go right back down the alley, and then we snatched him up.
Dang.
I said, I would not chase this boy in public, have me looking crazy. Nope.
Shock, was that you running down the street?
Absolutely not.
Listen,
I was taking the neighborhood
all the kids were, when I chased the guy, the other little boy, all the kids were like, dang, Mr. Anthony, how you know you was that fast? I was like, shut up. Everybody go back to me. I'm out of breath. I said, tell his parents come get him now. Now. I said, not this afternoon. Not when they get off work.
A month out here.
No, he could come back for the rest of the summer.
I don't want to see him for months.
Again, super quick. Oh, he got kicked out. Listen, bro, we ain't got time to be trying to chase you around.
We suspend you. I don't want to see you for it. It's not going to be just a week.
Listen, I went to the Boys and Girls Club the other day. I don't recognize anybody there no more.
What was you doing at the club?
Chloe had basketball practice.
Oh, okay. But all right, I think that's about time, ain't it, fellas?
I think we made it. I don't know how long this is. I feel like it's been about 40-ish minutes.
Probably you talking about you lying to your kids out here.
We were supposed to talk about lies. We kind of touched on lies. We have another topic that we're going to do for your next episode.
You always lying?
Bakari's clearly lying and mixing his theology with his children out here.
Hey, man, like I said, it's giving my kids.
Nah, I can tell him if you want me to.
Sense of imagination, though.
I can tell him if you want to. Uncle Anthony got him.
Just because y'all want y'all's kids to grow up at an early age, look at them.
It's not growing up if you tell them. If you tell them from jump,
kids
come from the same.
Let my kids live in Neverland for a little bit.
For what?
Let them be a kid for a little bit.
But why can't they know that you created that?
Listen,
this is
the same man that probably watched. You watched New Jack City when you were their age too.
Right.
I was forced.
You was watching Friday.
I was forced.
My man was watching Friday.
You watching Friday?
Nah, first of all, I was forced on that one though.
Listen, I'm gonna say there's a lot of movies I watch now. I'm like, where's my mom?
You're right.
Why was she letting me watch these?
We should not have.
That's
part of what we're going to touch on next episode is, do we allow our kids to watch movies and listen to music? No. Next episode.
No. I'm gonna say
you also
no.
say, man. You also say you don't whip your kids, but you told you was gonna put your boxing gloves on with your daughter.
Because in my mind, that's what I envisioned if my kids.
But nah. What about the disrespect, though?
What do you mean?
We're gonna pull it up from next episode. Don't worry, we're gonna save it. Again, Shaka.
I won't
what you got to say? What about you? Bald headed? What?
I'm bald headed. He faded. He dreadlocks.
Again, we out of here. Thank you for tuning in with us. Love, share, subscribe.
All of that.
All of it.
I'm trying to get my numbers up.
And with that being said, thanks to great Coach Prime, going to Colorado now. Tell him, give me my theme music.
My theme.
Yeah.